Okay, let's see. Are we going? Looks like we're going. Alright, guys. I will talk to the future people while I wait for my present time homies to show up. But, sorry for the false start yesterday. Wife went out. I thought she was getting her hair did yesterday, but I was wrong. So I fiddle farted around getting things adjusted and waited far too long. Why there? By the time I started streaming, I only had like a minute before she showed up. But I had to cut it short yesterday. Sorry about that. Real excited about smashing stuff. Oh, okay. I guess somebody's watching that. Alright. So, sorry. I had to cut it short earlier. Holy shit, you're alive? Yeah. Deepfakes, right. I haven't been doing hardly anything for this channel because I get stuck in this space between, like, I'll have an idea for a video, and then in the past I would have just shot like a shitty cell phone video, whoops, and I'll, instead of doing that, I'll just like, well, I should use a microphone, and I should set up some lights, and then I'm like, oh, I should do this, and then I'm like, and then by the time I get done thinking about it, I'm like, that's a lot of work, and I've got all this other stuff to do, and I got kids and family and whatnot. Not much of a life outside of work and family and stuff. I'm not much of a social person and all that, but I guess I just like build this set of expectations instead of just, honestly, I need to do some shitty videos so I can just find the point that I can actually do stuff and not get all wrapped up.
Don't have too much fun.
I wanted to buy ammo too. So.
Thanks for the scratch.
Oh, hey, not that. Oh, you don't have the. He doesn't have the rockets.
May it help you kill many things.
So yeah, I need to get back to making shitty videos, honestly. But like the title says there. Okay, yeah, shut up, dude.
Catch a ride?
Yeah, I'll take it. But what would happen if you put a forced reset trigger in a binary trigger, which is something that you could normally not do because, like, they're separate fire control groups. You can't have both at the same time, except these guys, can't remember which side has the writing on it. Oh, there it is. These guys sent, well, that thing there. They sent a whole bunch, they sent a few of them to the Dallas crew, and the Dallas crew sent me one. Which is funny because like these guys are here, and can you focus this way? As AVE would say, focus you feck. Oh, there we go. So this is a drop-in FRT, and like really drop-in in that like you keep your own regular fire control group. This just drops in on top of that. And if we can keep it focused here, so as the bolt carrier comes back, it forces that down, and then when it comes forward, it allows it to go. Which means that like you can actually stick this inside of a the receiver that has a binary fire control group in it. I can't handle firearms on a live stream, so there will not be any handling of firearms because that's against the YouTube rules. But that also gets around them claiming that I gave you any sort of instructions or anything on assembling and stuff, because we're not touching a gun, right? So I can't get the hatred for that. I did put this inside of a lower that has a binary in there, a Franklin BFS2, I think it is, and dry fired it. I haven't fired it that way, and I think at first I thought, oh, it's just going to be a jam-o-matic because it's going to it's going to try to cycle twice essentially, like mechanically it's going to pull the trigger and the hammer's going to follow, and then it's not going to work right. There's but in dry firing it, it actually seems to just be FRT in both regular semi and in binary. We'll see when we get to the range. I imagine that it'll probably just malfunction a lot because it's not supposed to work that way. But I thought it was kind of funny in that it's something that like shouldn't, like paradoxically it shouldn't work, but with this thing theoretically it can work. Get in the car and oh, that's the wrong car. I don't want that car. I want that one with the, right? Is that? That was the wrong end of the car. Ah. The steering on this is mouse look. There's no left, right. Probably don't need that anymore, but it's just gonna burn all the way out. So, like we were talking about yesterday, I started doing this yesterday, and that's because of yesterday. Can you hear me over the zoomy zoom sound? So, I thought the wife was getting her hair did yesterday, and she's not in fact, she's getting her hair I am not going to carry a Taurus in 2023. That thing up there is GX2, site to shoot a 2-day class with it, and did really well, like October. And then they sent me that one to keep, and I've been carrying it since then. Like I was carrying it a lot before. I'm okay with this. It's smaller than my obviously it's G19, and in 9mm here, the GX2 holds 13. Well, 13 and a half. Feels really good. Like one of my least favorite things that gun owners say on this, but like myself saying I really do like the shape. It's a little different, so probably not actually I've got these stubby fingers, sausage thumbs. Unkind writer might describe it as ham-fisted view. It's very unflattering. Drill stuff like hardly anything fits me, so you might come to think of it. I mean, lady hands if it were so like wide. So maybe they do. Maybe that GX2 does fit ladies. I don't know. I like it. You can be about it all you want. Decision, paralysis, and overload or a bitch. Huge hug. Oh yeah, about the... I've heard somebody refer to it as a wall of awful. It's easy to do the routine things, but like I start planning something that's not routine, and just end up getting off of the list too easy. Just spraying that whole dumbass. These guys respawn in here. I know it's cheap, but I like staying on the outfield. I like to sit out here.
I want everything you got.
Love me, hate me, it all tastes the same.
I'm like slow up.
This is the beginning of the end of my empty stomach. I can still hear.
I can fix that. Or at least I can turn my desktop audio down. I have my mic gain up as far as it goes, so you can turn it up a bit, but I will turn the desktop audio down so it doesn't drown me out when it gets loud. Hopefully, it should be a bit better. Oh, did I miss this money? So, in the real world, you cannot just murder people and run over them to make money. It's a pro tip. That's the thing. One of the nice things about being poor and playing old games is how fast they load. I never got around playing the Borderlands series before, and this was free or maybe like $1 or $2 on Steam, so I couldn't resist it. Decided to go back and experience it, and then maybe in 5 or 6 years I'll be able to afford playing Borderlands 4. All right.
Thank you, Torch. We shall join Matchstick soon. The
Oh.
enkindling approaches.
The what now?
The
It's time for
kindling.
the enkindling, young Torch.
All right.
Time to sacrifice heathens to our blazing mother.
Okay, knew that was coming. You want to burn other people. Okay. Go burn some people. Am I supposed to? Maybe that one last? That one's, oh no, it's just because I'm close to it. All right. Well, I got a fire shotgun. Will that set it on fire? Yep, there we go.
That could be very bad. Or it could be like a cookout or something. Just keep an open mind about it, you know? These guys aren't so bad.
Ah, I timed that wrong. So I see him on the map up there. I was thinking I should do more videos about the backyard menagerie. Had some problems with the aquaponics with chickens. Some problems with the chickens. A couple of them died with the heat. Had to redesign the tank for the fish a couple of times because various hoses fell off, pumped all the water out and killed the fish one time. You need to die, dude. You are becoming a problem. I supposed to get up there? It says up. That goes down.
Just leave!
Big songs of sausage dumps will fill my days!
He'll be ready! I'll survive! My stuff! Another win? Prepare for die!
So I assume through here somewhere, probably, to get there. I don't know. But I got a while till the wife gets home, so I figure I'd hang out here. And oh, we could talk about Epstein too. They want us to not talk about Epstein, so we should talk about Epstein. But I figured I would just hang out and play some Borderlands 2, and if y'all have any questions or whatnot about all the stuff on the ARF comms, you can post them in the chat, as they say. I will do my best. I won't call this an AMA, because there's some stuff I probably shouldn't answer. Oh, that's what I need to light.
You have done so well, Torch. Once the enkindling is complete, we shall all receive our reward in the Firehawk's toasty bosom.
course the fire thing doesn't respond to fire, does it? It was rather unsatisfying. Wait, what?
You're not cutting my playtime short! That won't stop me!
I don't think it did. These guys say the best stuff when they die. One of them, when he was done, he said, something clever. Why does that say? Why does it say up? I have one that does like 1400 or something. Why does that? No, yeah, that's. No, whatever. Because I could have sworn they were comparing to the gun type that you had equipped when they have the little green and red arrows up and down. said a minute ago, if oh shit, didn't notice. What's the worst product you've been sent to review? Ooh. Okay, so personally, I don't think I've gotten very many for like my own channel. There was a product that I can't name that got sent to the Dallas crew that did not function at all. That they just it went back and forth several times. It was out of battery. It was dangerous, so they ended up not making a video on it because it was like it wasn't even something that could be resolved. But for this channel, or well, me personally anyway, I guess. So I've done a lot of product reviews. Maybe not the worst, but most disappointing, I think, was the FK Burnout. I did not enjoy it very much. I mean, it's a cool gun, it's a neat concept, but like, poorly executed, I think. It's their whole never been done before recoil system is just a big weight. To me, it didn't recoil substantially less than just a steel frame CZ style pistol would have anyways. It's a nice gun, but like, there were some tool marks on it. The grips fell off. It's not a $6,000 gun. It, like, the trigger was like a $12,000 10 folio. Not $1,200 10 folio. Like one of the trigger was nice. Better than a stock CZ whatever. Because it's a CZ75 clone, and like the Hunter and Elite or Match or whatever type, those pretty much any gun, any of the CZ types in that range, and of course the the actual CZs like the Shadow and whatnot, those all have as good or better a trigger. I'd say a CZ Shadow has a better trigger than the FK Burnout, or at least the one that I was sent. But the one I was sent had made its rounds. That may be part of the reason that the grip fell off. But like literally the grip, I had to tape it on. It just like cracked, and I think the grip, I think it cracked. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I do remember the grip fell off. Grip panel, not the whole bottom side of the gun. Where am I going? Oh shit, I got all the way over here. I want to go there. Alright. Looks like I can keep just straight through here. Keep getting turned around every time I get... Yeah, I remember this. I remember. Yeah, shut up. So it looks like you can go that way, but it doesn't go that way. Well, there's no fall damage in this game. So now I'm going to go... No, that's not going to take me there. That's just going to take me all the way back around again. And then there's this up here. Is that where I go? That Might be. I remember there's like you have to go down. You have to get under. There's like a tunnel or something. Like I kept thinking there was a like on the map it looks like it's a bridge, but I think you have to get. Is this it? I went up there. In-game guns and a binary choice. You take low damage, no, high damage all the time, all the time. Yeah, it's kind of it can go either way because I have seen stories of manufacturers that do like cherry pick guns for review to the point that I don't remember who it was, some gun influencer somewhere um, said that he had seen one that was like labeled something like it was like media or something like that on the case, and that on its own doesn't necessarily mean that they cherry picked it, but it happens. Obviously, I mean, to some degree, you're kind of dumb if you don't. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that manufacturers like should be, but it kind of makes sense if you are the manufacturer to make sure that you're not sending out a lemon to somebody who's going to make a bunch of bad press for you. So, of course, I'm sure a lot of manufacturers do that, but clearly a lot of manufacturers also don't do that because, you know, you have seen many famous examples of guns that just didn't function with some famous gun tuber or another. Yeah, I think it's best to assume it was, but I, I don't think it I don't think it always is. I mean, ideally, they would just all their guns are go through the same QC process, so they can just confidently say that. Oh, I don't think you're supposed to go in. Can I go in water? Okay. Oh, maybe not the shotgun on the. Well, maybe not the fire on the fire creature. Let's see. I got the Explody shotgun. Try that out. What's this? So why? That isn't good for nothing. I guess the magazine's bigger, but doo-doo fart, no.
One of you's gotta go.
$42.
Running away? Ah! Here, John,
Yes.
with your side! Get ready to feel my
I don't think you get XP when he kills those guys for you, but my word, it's satisfying. So the reason they die when they hit me is I have the armor that has a perk that sets them on. Oh, he ducked his head right as I. So this armor sets them on fire when they hit me. It's like sounds like the real world equivalent of wearing tannerite strapped to your PC. I think the AC just kicked on because all of a sudden out of nowhere my nose started itching, my eyes started burning. Maybe it is time to change the air filter. Okay. Alright, so now I think I can go through. I think this is that tunnel. I thought it was a bridge, but I think it's a tunnel. It goes through here. So I need to go to my left. That way. But that looks like it goes back up where I came in. Is that where I came in? No, it's not. Oh. I just want to see the gel test on that gun. Oh, on the FK Burnout? I think I did for TFB. I did a video for TFB. I think I did two. I think I did one on the gun and one on the ammo. I've got a... Actually, I still have a box of that ammo right here. Yuck. It's all weird packaging and weird round and all that. It's like really close to a parent case of 10mm, but not quite exactly, or technically. I think it actually maybe was the same dimensions, because I talked to him about it later, and in their documentation, the parent case is not 10mm. It's some weird European shit, but when I talked to those guys later, they said, "Oh yeah, it totally is," and it was the same dimensions as 10 millimeter. But then the projectile is this weird 7.5, and it really should have been a 0.08 diameter projectile, because if they did, then it could have used 30 carbine bullets, and it would have had a chance at hand loading in the U.S. With that weird projectile diameter, there was just no chance of it catching on for that. So I think it was I think that was a big missed opportunity for them. I do a lot of running away, don't I? Oh yeah. Well, see, that's actually a common misconception. A lot of people think Glocks have poor sights, but they don't, because they actually don't ship with sights. They ship with plastic dovetail protectors. I guess I'll just stick with this. Shoot you in the face with some explosive buckshot. Run with that one, yeah. I figured it wouldn't catch on because of the reloading, but also the limited first run for hype. Yeah, that whole $6,000 gun thing, I think that hurt them bad on the U.S. market. And the one that I got, that was the first run through, the one that everybody saw that had the red grips and all that. It came with these weird globe sights, which I did not like. You can change them out for some other thing. It all goes back to this. I guess in their literature they said it's designed for this specific European type of competition called field pistol, and I don't know. I guess it's really well suited for that, which makes it marketable in the U.S. Why? I don't know. It was disappointing because it's just one of those things that it had a lot of potential. I was pretty excited about, and the projectiles. These, damn it, there we go. Like, you look at it and you think, oh, that's just a regular solid copper hollow point. That makes a fair amount of sense. 30 caliber, 10 millimeter case, that thing's zipping along, and you put a solid copper hollow point in there, you ought to get some pretty decent temporary stretch cavity, lots of crush cavity. Overall, like that should be pretty. No, you know what it is? The pedals break off like controlled chaos or RIP or something like that. So like it's coupled with a weird gimmicky bullet instead of just a traditional solid copper hollow point. It's like there were several aspects to it that were real missed. Oh, you son of a bitch! You stopped just it's like you knew you were walking into it. Well, now I just suck. Just stand here and get cooked while I shoot at his tank. I wanted a 357 signed, but unfortunately I don't feel like reloading bottlenecked. Oh, 357 SIG. Yeah, I mean it's the extra steps for just like for rifle cartridges, but like why should I have to go through those extra things for for a handgun. Honestly, that was so I roast myself a bit about dude, die already, you son of a bitch. About so I carried 40 for like a while. Um, and it started because I was a dumbass, and back during the assault weapons ban, I bought a Glock 27, which was subcompact, 40 caliber, because you could get the 26 or the 27, the same size, and during the assault weapons ban, they held the same number of rounds, and I'm like, well, I want the bigger bullets. And later on, I started to learn more and understood that there wasn't that much difference in terminal performance between um, 9 and 40, or for that matter, um, most other uh, service pistol type cartridges. You get into like 44 Magnum, and there is a profound difference. But I didn't know that there wasn't that much difference. I have gone through a few iterations like that meme of the IQ distribution bell curve, where you've got like the dummy on the one end thinks the same thing as the genius on the other end. So yeah, I started to learn a little bit more about ballistics and realized it didn't really matter that much, and that hey, maybe 9mm is probably a better choice, kind of, sort of, generally, and then came out the other end of it, and I was like, you know what, it still doesn't matter that much, and 40 does have a slight advantage against barriers. 40 bonded, otherwise barrier blind 40 caliber bullets tend to do better against windshields, particularly, than the same bonded, generally barrier blind bullets in 9mm.
Here you got this one's mine. Oh. You should be running.
I think he's gonna blow up now. Oh, come on. How are you not dead? Your flamey thing's on fire. So 40 cal does have a slight, and hey, back to, oh, there isn't that big of a difference between the two calibers in tissue, but there is a difference. I don't think I'm supposed to kill him yet.
Why you here? Treat time already?
Your mom invited me.
You're so dumb. Your playtime is over.
Oh, you're cooked, son. Oh, what? How? Terrible shooting.
You have done so well.
And then I started getting into 10 millimeter, and that uses the same dies, bullets, powders as 40 cal. So I stayed with 40 for quite a while because you go full circle on the, well, it doesn't really make a difference, and you get back to, well, it doesn't really make a difference. You know what wasn't sold out during the the oh crap, the ammo panic? It was 40 and other weird stuff. 357 SIG you mentioned. I got one of those. One of the cool things about that Glock that I was carrying for a while. Well, actually, I got them for the larger one for the G22. Is I got 3 barrels for it. 40, 9mm, and 357 SIG. 9mm does not cycle that reliably from a 40 cal magazine, but it will. And of course, you can just use 9mm mags in a G22. So there's a fair amount of versatility there. When there are raccoons harassing my wife's chicken coop, she looks at me and our dogs and says, "Time to party." My dog immediately runs for the back door. "Hey buddy, squirrel." Oh, don't remind me. I need to I need to trap there. I think we have maybe even 2 squirrels in the backyard now. I need to get the trap out there and get rid of them little bastards. Wife wants to eat them. I told her I think that might not be a good idea because we live in the city and who knows what they've been eating. And we have enough heavy metals in our body already. So, yeah, I'd like to. I'd like to just like to trap them and cook them up, but all Ben says me. Oh, do I get to set this guy on fire? I think so. That's what happened last time.
I don't want to die. These
Fools taken from sanctuary are ignorant of the Firehawk's majesty. Their lives are an abomination.
Watch your eyes, killer. I'm coming in. Your goddess has arrived, and she's very disappointed. Vault Hunter, I'll get these civilians back to Sanctuary. In the meantime, smite these bitches.
Civilians?
Do not listen.
Oh, really? Ah. What?
I can see the flame.
One of my favorite things that they say when they die is, "I feel everything." They'll be done in a couple hours. Yeah, it's not. I'm not worried about how they would taste, but they could have eaten some really awful things out of the trash that we don't want to have in our bodies. So, because I in the past, I have considered killing the pigeons and eating them. Hypothetically, one could get away with the killing of the pigeons pretty easily. Theoretically, it's legal in Arizona to use a firearm to control nuisance pests. That's what the statute says anyway. In practice, you're supposed to have like permits and stuff, even though the statute doesn't say that. I don't know. I think I could make a compelling argument that I didn't violate the statute. Alright, where do I need to go? Oh, all the way back over there. Okay, it looks like that goes through. I'm gonna try that. To my left. Yeah. And then follow around to the right. Okay, I discovered it. Yes. Can I open it? Can I take the... Yes. Discovered. Yes, discovered. And then what? Oh, yeah, see, I think you're supposed to come through that way. Can I jump? No. This guy does not have hops. No, not that way either. That's not wide enough. And that would be too big of a jump even if you did get all the way there. Well, you bastards. All the way around. You know, at least spawn in some enemies to play with. Oh, you can get there. Cool. $30. Peyote. Don't have a dog. We have a rabbit, so we cannot have a dog. That works good on those guys.
You should be running. Oh! My shield just ended.
They straight up exploded. So I think one went and he took the other one with him. I didn't know you could change that. This dude just got paid $3 for running over a mutant gorilla. I'd do that shit for free.
Please stay a safe distance away from me. I am known to bite.
Yoink.
How the hell did those bandits snag you anyway?
Was taking a leak. One of them knocked me out.
Wow, you are a dumbass.
Yeah, yeah. Total dumbass.
I was joking, dude. I'm happy to see you.
Oh, thanks.
This is where you say you're happy to see me
You guys
too?
said this already.
Right.
Friggin' cults.
Oh, wait, what's this? Continually releases fire nova blasts when depleted. Must fully recharge between... What? I don't know what that means. So like that's... I like this a lot because the capacity is 370. This is only 230. Nova damage 615. Whoops. Spike damage is a lot less. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a try. I'm gonna go over here to the black market and see if I can carry some more ammo. I'm glad that they made the place that you spend the purple money purple, because
I don't care
makes
what
it
you
easy
buy.
to find.
Just buy something.
I think the bank is at like this base place, so I don't think it really makes much sense to. I don't think I care about that. I do want to carry more grenades. Oh, what's this? With backpack. Pistol ammo. Rocket launcher, yeah. I think shotgun first. Then I think the sniper rifle. If that's not too much on. Ooh, 12. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Come back now. I get a little lonely.
So I end up using that sniper rifle like it's a carbine. Guess we could go over here.
Greetings. Do you feel you have too many bullets but not enough money?
No. I feel I have not enough bullets
Have you heard
or
of these
enough
unsafe
money.
things called varkids? Allegedly, the buggers, that's a bun, you see, will morph if they take enough damage. Could you take this evolutionary instructor, please?
Okie dokie.
Lovely. I'd like you to force a few varkids into morphing. While they're in their cocoon state, hit them with the injector.
Alright. Sounds fun. So anyway,
We're not going to be able to stop Jack.
I have more time today than I did yesterday, so I figure I'd just hang out and play some video games. But it looks like we're down to like one of y'all's. Not that we were up to much more than that. I think think the most we ever had at one time was 2 or 3 people, but I'll give you a little more time to ask him some questions or whatnot if you want to, and otherwise I'll probably drop off of here in a couple of minutes if no one else joins us, and if and you don't have any other questions. I don't know if you got a chance to see the Arizona regulator I was talking about a little while ago. That's this nifty little drop-in forced reset trigger, if I can. So if I hold it, how can I hold it so that you can see it like that? Yeah, there we go. If I do that, so as the bolt carrier, so muzzles that way. As the bolt carrier goes back, it see how it pushes that down, and then when it comes back forward again, it allows you to pull the trigger again. The bolt carrier comes back, it pushes your either trigger forward, it pushes down on that, which makes the trigger go forward. And as the bolt carrier comes home again, it allows you to pull the trigger again. It's kind of nifty. Hence the title I had on there. You can put this into a gun that has a binary trigger in it, where normally you couldn't do. The question in the title is kind of sort of a joke, because normally you wouldn't be able to put a binary trigger and an FRT into the same gun because they're both a trigger assembly. But that's a little different than other forced reset triggers. So I did. I put it in a little 9mm thing that has Franklin in it, and it worked kinda. In that, I mean, I dry fired it, and it in both the regular semi and the binary mode, it was still pushing my finger forward, but it wasn't doing the binary thing. So I think it would actually just, my initial thought is that it would just be a jam machine, because it's going to be trying to do 2 things at once. But I think it would actually, we'll take it out to the range and find out, but I think what it'll actually do is just shoot in as an FRT regardless of what position the selector's in. Obviously not unsafe, but whether you are in regular semi or in binary mode, I think it will still do the same thing when I put the FRT into it. But we'll find out whenever the fire restrictions are over with anyway. So tired of the fire restrictions. Poke. Poke. Oh, that's right. I have so every time I hit one of those guys, it pops up this other so it's not the active mission, but it pops it up because I killed one of them. That's one of the changes the objective, so it just shows it for a second. All right, well, thanks for joining me. I know this isn't the thing that I do, but I do need to get out there and do some range videos again soon. In the meantime, I was thinking about doing some aquaponic and chicken videos and whatnot. So let me know if you'd like to see that. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I love you.